Now, we all have odd stories from our lives, I guarantee that. But I'm going to share one of the ones I think is the oddest. A long time ago, when I was a wee squirt and all that good stuff, back in like first grade, I believe. Yeah, first grade. They introduced us to gym class. Well, of course, that came with a teacher, separate from our regular teacher of the time. Well, one day she came in, and she was all quiet and docile, and, not yelling at us, not being her normal self, and it was a big, big room, and she told us all to just sit down. She made the motion for us all and said sit, for us all to sit right where we were. So we're all around the whole gym class because we were all over the place. Well, she starts talking to us, and she's being very quiet, which, again, is odd, and we're in a big gym class. I mean, a really big one, but I'm way in the back, so I'm already having trouble hearing her. Well, as she's speaking, she continues to get lower and lower and lower until finally I can't make out what she's saying. But from what I officially heard with my own ears, she was in church and a bat came out from the rafters, I guess, up top, and all that good stuff, and it scared her. Well, she started having chest pain, and which led to a heart attack. Well, having a heart attack and being a gym teacher is probably not the best thing, but so she was telling us all this, and she was all very, very quiet during this, and I couldn't make out, at a certain point I couldn't make out, but she was basically telling us this because she wanted us to behave, because she couldn't yell at us, she couldn't run with us anymore, she couldn't do these things. Okay, that's fine. But then she asked the question. The problem is I only heard part of it. And the part I heard was, raise your hand if. Okay, I heard that. If what? I never heard it. All I know is it got eerily quiet in the gym, and you could hear, if the kids acted all uncomfortable and everything all of a sudden. Well, I was a kid too, but yeah. And you could hear them, they were shuffling, shoes squeaking and all that stuff, and, well, we had a clock that I could see there, so for about 2 minutes of this eerie, uncomfortable, she was just staring at us all, doing the little going around like this, except she went around the whole class, and she kept doing this, like, I guess expecting the answer. So I raised my hand. I shouldn't have, though, but I raised my hand to ask what she had asked. That's where the problem came in, because she had asked us to raise our hands if we wanted her to die. Now, mind you, we're first graders. We're totally out of it. We don't understand these things completely, but to sit down your whole class and to ask them to raise their hands if they want, you to die or anyone to die, I found that very odd. Now, what's funny about this, though, is afterwards she believed I hated her and wanted her dead, which, of course, wasn't the fact. I didn't even have, those sort of thoughts at that point. I never had that kind of, I wasn't all like, oh yeah, I hate you so much, I want you to croak. No, I never thought that way, but the students all around gasped and everything, and they all were whispering, and automatically I knew that, oh crap, I screwed up. But later on, it turns out I get her, later on, she gets out of the gym class business and becomes a regular teacher. I get her for 3rd grade. Well, you can imagine that was not any fun, because I actually tried to talk to her about that day, and she was like, no, Luke, I understand. I totally understand. And she gave me the most horriblest look she probably could have, and all that, and it made a very stressful year. And I know for a fact that, like, I would do classwork and stuff, and she'd always be picking on me. Now, of course, I sort of realized this back then because of what had happened, because I was the only one she did that with, pretty much. But I believe it stemmed from the fact that she believed that I had some sort of mean spirit about me, and I wanted her to, go bye-bye forever, which still to this day, I don't, even though, try to fail me and everything, and all that stuff, but that's beside the point. The point is that is an odd question. So, what odd questions, or not odd questions, but odd stories do you have from your life? If you feel like sharing that is. That's up to you. Have fun.